I'm going to tell you what you need to know about brokerage accounts and how to use them to retire early. Before I get started, make sure you hit the like button as well as subscribe to the channel. Make sure you stick around to the end of the video where I'll reveal what funds you need in your brokerage account as well as reveal free funds that you can invest in. Before contributing to any brokerage accounts, make sure you contribute up to your match for your 401ks and TSP accounts. Then contribute to your Roth IRAs up to the annual max. Once you've completed that, then it's time to have some fun and open up a brokerage account. A brokerage account is a fun account. These are the accounts that people talk about when they say they want to retire early. If you need some extra money or you don't have a lot of money to start a brokerage account, make sure you watch my video on how to get an extra $1,000. In that video, I'll explain to you how to get an extra $1,000 that you can use to contribute to these brokerage accounts that we're talking about today. I'll link that video in the description below. So what exactly is a brokerage account? A brokerage account, otherwise known as a taxable account, is an investment account that allows you to contribute after taxes funds. In your brokerage account, you can invest in stocks, bonds, mutual funds, CDs, you name it, you can pretty much invest in it. In your brokerage account, you pay taxes on the capital gains that you earn. You can withdraw the money at any time. There's no restrictions such as having to wait till 59 and a half in order to withdraw the money like you do with your 401k and TSP accounts. There is also no limit to the amount of money that you can put in your brokerage account. You can put $1 all the way up to 10 million if you want. There is no limit to the amount of brokerage accounts that you can have. So you can contribute as much money as you want to these accounts and withdraw it as often as you like. Now there are brokers out there that allow you to open up a brokerage account with no initial deposit. A brokerage account allows you to save for long-term goals as well as short-term. So you can use the money for whatever goals that you need to accomplish and withdraw the money as early and as often as you like. Now I would recommend leaving the money in the account for as long as possible in order to gain as much compounding interest. A brokerage account is actually pretty fun. It allows you the flexibility to invest in things you may not want to invest in your other retirement accounts. So let's talk about opening up a brokerage account. The very first thing that you want to do is decide who you want to open the brokerage account with. You can use an online broker such as Vanguard, Fidelity, M1 Finance, or Robinhood, or you can use a local bank or credit union, whichever one you're comfortable with. When you're choosing a broker, make sure you choose one that has low fees. This is very important to allow your money to grow as much as possible without having to pay additional fees. Now it's extremely important to look for a broker that has the investment options that you want. If you want to invest in a particular index fund, stock, or ETF, make sure that particular broker offers that option. Look for a broker that offers a low deposit in order to open up the account, or there are some that offer no deposits that you can find online. So look for a broker that allows you to open up an account with as little money as possible. When comparing brokers, make sure you choose the one that offers the most incentives for you. Look for ones that offer incentives such as free stocks or free money just in order to open up an account. Once you decide what brokerage account you want to go with, go ahead and open the account and start investing your money. I opened up a brokerage account with Fidelity, M1 Finance, and Robinhood. You can use these accounts for multiple options, whether it is for dividend investment or other savings goals that you may have. So the question of the day, who do you have your brokerage account with, or who do you plan on opening up a brokerage account with? Make sure you comment below. So what exactly do you invest in when you open up a brokerage account? This can actually be very simple. The best thing to do is open up a brokerage account and invest in index funds and ETFs. These particular funds are able to have low fees automatically built into them. If you own individual stocks, those tend to be a little bit higher in order to maintain. So make sure if you want to keep your expense ratio as low as possible, invest in either index funds or ETFs in your brokerage accounts. When investing in individual stocks, try to keep the percentage that you keep of these as low as you can. The key to investing in individual stocks is to invest in as many as you can maintain. Most people invest in about 20 to 30 stocks in their portfolios. I think with 20 individual stocks invested in different sectors of the stock market, you can actually diversify just as much as you can with an index fund. But I would only try to keep about 20 to 30 at the absolute most. And as I mentioned earlier, when investing in individual stocks, try to choose different sectors of the stock market so that you're more diversified. Don't just invest in one tech stock or several tech stocks and that's it. Try to invest in different sectors of the stock market. And another note, if you're investing in individual stocks, make sure to only invest in those stocks that you know about, because you could lose a lot of money. As always, make sure you do your research on those particular companies that you invest in for your individual stocks. A couple of investments that I recommend in your brokerage account is investing in an S&P 500 index fund or ETF, or you can do a NASDAQ 100 fund, which will give you the same concept as the S&P 500 but with a little less stocks. And as I mentioned in some of my other videos earlier, you can invest in the total stock market index fund as well as the total international stock index fund. Now, investing in REITs or real estate investment trust allow you to make money with real estate without owning physical property. These can be a good investment and allow you to diversify your portfolio from just stocks and bonds. REITs are one of the best options to real estate if you don't want to have the day-to-day operations of maintaining the property. I recommend having two brokerage accounts. One focusing on passive income by using dividend investments such as dividend individual paying stocks or ETF dividend paying stocks. And the second one focused solely on growth. So your portfolio strategy for your brokerage accounts should be around 90% in stocks and 10% in bonds, or 80% in stocks and 20% in bonds. The reason why I recommend bonds for your brokerage account is to hold some of the capital that you may need, as well as giving you a little bit of passive income that the bonds will generate. Now, you can use my link below with Robinhood to open up a brokerage account and you'll earn a free stock. Also, there's a link for M1 Finance in which you can deposit $100 and they will give you some free money with it as well. So make sure to use the links below to open up your brokerage accounts and you can earn some free money by using Robinhood or M1 Finance. So remember when I told you that you needed to stick around to the end of the video and I'll share some easy tips that you can use for your brokerage accounts? So here are the 3 ETFs that you need to have in your brokerage account. You need to have the Vanguard Total Stock Market ETF, which is VTI, and you want to keep 60% of your money in this fund. You also want to keep VXUS, which is Vanguard's Total International Stock Market ETF, and you want to keep 20% of your money in this fund. And last, you want to keep VNQ, which is Vanguard's US REITs fund, and you want to keep 20% of your money in this fund. So you want to keep 60% in VTI, 20% in VXUS, and 20% in VNQ. Now, Fidelity has some funds that are completely free to invest in, and I'll explain what those funds are in a separate video. Be sure to like this video as well as subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on the next video.